Okay, so number 4 wants to know if we will reject or fail to reject the null. So this one says an engineer designed a valve that will regulate pressure on automobile engine. The engine valve was designed to produce a mean pressure of 5.3. Okay, so the mean would be 5.3. Alright, it's believed that the valve performs above specifications. Okay, so I need to be careful the way I write and draw this out. On the last one it said below, but I still drew it on the right. I should have drawn it on the left and used a negative number. Whenever it says above, we're looking at the right side. If it said below, I should draw it on the left and then look at the negative. So we think it performs above specification, so I need to set up my null and alternative. So what we believe to be true, that is performing above, we're going to say that the mean is going to be greater than 5.3. And then the opposite, we're going to say that the mean is less than or equal to 5.3. So these will be my two tests, or my two hypotheses. And this is the one that we try to rule out. We try to say that this cannot happen, so that this must be true. So either we reject or we fail to reject this. And it says that we have a significant level of 0.1, which is 10%. And based on that, we can answer this question. So they give you the rest of the information. They give you the sample mean, they give you the standard deviation, and they give you the sample size, so that we could actually compute the test statistic and do the test. But they only want to know, how do you determine if you would reject this in favor of this being true. So we reject this if we fall in this 10% area. This is our rejection area. So I need to know my critical value is going to come from 10%. I do need n. It says n sample size was 12. So my degrees of freedom, because we don't know sigma df, would be 12 minus 1, which would be 11. So I have to use that t table to get my critical value. I think this is, I pulled the Z chart up and the T chart up. Yeah, this is the T table for critical values. We're looking on one side. This is 10%, so I'm going down to 11 in this column for 11 degrees of freedom. So 1.363, kind of hard to read, but 1.363. So that would be our critical value. That's this number here, 1.363. So if I were to compute my test statistic and it was greater than, bigger on this side of 1.363, I would reject this guy. So that means if it's figured out there's less than 10% chance for this to happen, then we reject it. If it's greater than, it's on this side, then I cannot reject it because it's more likely to happen. So that's all this question is asking. If it's greater than this critical value right here that we get from our level of significance. So 1.363.